you want to have a barbecue with your friends on the weekend, you want to cook some steak, right? So perfect piece of steak here from Tokushima, our Wagyu. So I'm going to show you how to cook it and make a really awesome sauce to go with it. Before we cook this beautiful piece of meat, let's get our chimichurri together. It's Argentinian sort of herb sauce that you usually serve with barbecued meats. The base of this one is parsley. You can use whatever herb you want. Sometimes we do it here, we do it with basil, whatever we've got a lot of. Giving it a rough chop just to help it in the blender. If you don't have a blender, you can always just chop everything by hand as fine as you can and mix it in a bowl. Okay, in with the salt, sugar, garlic, chili powder, some fresh oregano, some red wine vinegar. 最後はすだちジュース、fresh すだち from 徳島。徳島のすだちは本当に素晴らしいね。What we're going to do is just put everything in the blender, blend it until it's smooth, and slowly add the olive oil. 酸っぱい、酸味ある、甘いもある、塩気もあるから、本当に和牛にめっちゃ合う。焼いて前、冷蔵庫から取って多分1時間ぐらい方がいい。このサイズなら冷たいの時焼いたら中は火ちゃんと入らないから硬くなる。まあルームテンプレチャーぐらいがベストね。シーソルト、パプリカとブラックペッパー。We always just season the meat instead of seasoning it in the fry pan. It just makes sure you get a better cover. And the olive oil. You need your pan to be really smoking hot. If you put it in a cold fry pan or a fry pan that's not really hot, it's going to stick and then it's going to stew and it's going to go tough and it's going to taste like boiled meat. So a big thick piece of meat like this is going to take quite a few, maybe about 5 minutes to cook all the way through in the fry pan. Is to just keep turning it every 30 seconds or so. This ensures it's going to be cooked evenly. So now I'm just going to turn the pan down a little bit. If it's nice and hot when you put it in at the beginning, it's not going to stick. After it's in the pan and you're cooking it, you can turn it down to about a medium. So I've just taken the beef out of the fry pan. I'm just going to let it rest for a little bit in a warm place. It feels like a medium rare right now, which is similar to touching this part of your hand with this finger. So I'm just going to let it rest in a warm spot for about 10 minutes. If your kitchen at home, if you've got a nice warm spot to put it in, that's good. If you don't have a really warm spot in your kitchen, just cover your piece up with some foil like this for about 5 minutes. The whole point of resting the meat is so that all the juices that have rushed to the middle can slowly come back out to the outside, and then you get a nice even pink. Oh, いいね、いいね。And you can see how it's a nice even pink. 完成です。美味しそうね。So today's Wagyu is just perfect entertainment food for your friends on a summer afternoon. So now that I've showed you how to make the steak, it's up to you. Go home, get a beautiful piece of meat like the Wagyu, make a beautiful sauce like the chimichurri, and cook it up for your friends and you're going to be everyone's favorite.